Here's the thing though, you will not see the availability group dashboard like this unless you are connected to the primary replica, okay? Unless you're connected to the primary replica. What that means is you could connect to the SQL Server instance using the instance name, but that might not be the primary replica, which means you won't see anything like this. You will only see a full picture of the health of the availability group if you're connected to the current primary replica. Okay? The second section over there is the availability group health. Note how it states the health of the availability group, the current primary instance, the one that you're connected to. The failover mode is that an automatic failover, a manual failover. The cluster state, okay? Here you would see it's the cluster name object if you're running on top of a Windows Server failover cluster with normal quorum, and then the cluster type, which was introduced in SQL Server 2017, Windows Server failover cluster, because with SQL Server on Linux, well, you're not running on Windows Server failover cluster, okay? So that's the availability group health. Next section there is the availability replica health. These are the different replicas, primary and secondary, within this section. So you will see the names of the replicas, the instance names. Then the role is the primary, is it secondary? What is the availability mode? Is this synchronous commit or asynchronous commit? Failover mode, is it set to automatic or manual? And seeding mode. By the way, every column that you're seeing in the availability group dashboard there by default, you can add, you can remove columns based on your preferences and what's important to you. Next is we have the availability databases health. This is where you would see like the databases that are added to that specific availability group. Where are they as far as replicas are concerned? So you can see I've had them divided, the dashboard has them divided into the replicas and the corresponding databases. Okay. The idea behind the dashboard is there a roll up, meaning the health of your available, and the green check marks are dictated by what's underneath. So the top, let me go back to the first one. The top level over here is your availability group health. This is either green or red, or sometimes yellow, depending on the states of what's underneath. So this will be green if, rather, no one will be green if the availability group replica health is green. Excuse me. Meaning, if all my availability group replicas are healthy, then by default, my availability group is healthy. As a side effect of that, all my availability group replica is healthy if all of the databases in my replica are healthy. If even one database, let's say you have like 25 or 35 databases in an availability group, and only one database is unhealthy, this section will show that. It will actually tell you which database is unhealthy, and will also tell you, because it's sectioned according to replicas, it will show you which replica is unhealthy. And if you go back here, I did say it's a roll-up, right? It will mark that section as unhealthy based on one replica being unhealthy. And because one replica is unhealthy, it will mark this section as unhealthy. Okay, so it's a roll-up, which makes it easy to identify, just looking at the dashboard, making it easy to identify which one is causing the problem, so we can zoom in. Okay, we can zoom into that specific section, whether it's a database health or a replica health. Okay, and again, most cases it starts off from the database. Okay, and then it will roll up to the replica, and then it will roll up to the availability group in general.